The Leaning Tower of Pisa is famous. It's one of the most recognizable structures in the world. It's a bell tower in Italy located in the city of Pisa, in the Tuscany region. People all over the world know it. Why? Because it leans. This unique feature has made it a global icon. The tower was supposed to stand up straight, just like any other bell tower, but it started leaning while it was being built, due to unstable foundation soil. The tower is made of white marble. It has 8 floors, each adorned with intricate designs. There are also arches and columns all over the tower showcasing the architectural brilliance of the time. It's a very beautiful building, especially when the sun sets and casts a golden hue on the marble. But the leaning makes it special. It's not just another tower, it's a marvel of engineering mishaps. People come from everywhere to see the tower. They take funny pictures, often pretending to hold it up or push it over. They pretend to hold the tower up, creating amusing and memorable photos. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is a very popular tourist attraction, drawing millions of visitors each year. But how did it get this way? The story of its lean is as fascinating as the tower itself. The tower started leaning a long time ago, almost as soon as construction began. Construction began in 1173, during the medieval period, a time when architectural knowledge was still developing. The tower was built on soft ground, which was a critical mistake. This ground was made of sand, clay, and shells, materials that are not very stable for supporting heavy structures. It wasn't strong enough to hold up the heavy tower, which weighs approximately 14,500 metric tons. As the tower was built, it started to sink into the ground, causing immediate concern among the builders. But it didn't sink evenly, which made the situation even worse. One side sank more than the other, leading to the characteristic lean we see today. This is why the tower leans, creating a unique but problematic architectural feature. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is a good example of what happens when you don't have a good foundation. It serves as a lesson in engineering and construction. Over the years, the tower has leaned more and more, despite various efforts to stabilize it. At one point, it was leaning over 5 degrees. That's a lot! Engineers had to come up with innovative solutions to prevent it from toppling over. People were worried that the tower would fall over, leading to numerous restoration projects over the centuries to ensure its safety. Modern restoration efforts have managed to reduce the lean slightly, but the tower still stands as a testament to the challenges of construction on unstable ground. Today, it remains one of the most iconic landmarks in the world, attracting millions of tourists who marvel at its unique tilt. Many people tried to fix the Leaning Tower of Pisa, but it wasn't easy at all. Some of their attempts actually made the problem worse. One time they tried to add more weight to the tower. They thought this would make it straighter, but it just made it lean more. Another time they tried to freeze the ground under the tower. They used liquid nitrogen. They thought this would make the ground stronger, but it didn't work. The tower kept leaning. Finally, in the 1990s, after many years of research and numerous failed attempts, engineers came up with a plan that worked. They decided to remove some of the soil from under the tower, a delicate and risky operation that required precision and patience. They very carefully dug out small amounts of soil from the side that was leaning more, ensuring that the tower's structure remained intact during the process. This meticulous method allowed the tower to settle back into a straighter position, gradually reducing its dangerous tilt. It was a very slow process. It took several years of continuous effort, with workers toiling through different seasons and weather conditions. But it worked. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is now stable, standing solidly on its base, a testament to the ingenuity and perseverance of the engineers. The tower still leans a little bit, of course, maintaining its iconic tilt that has fascinated people for centuries. That's part of its charm, giving it a unique character that continues to attract tourists from all over the world. But it's not in danger of falling over anymore, thanks to the careful and dedicated work of the engineers. Thanks to the hard work of the engineers, people will be able to enjoy the Leaning Tower of Pisa for many years to come, marveling at its beauty and history.